the Bitcoin realized price, or the cost basis average accumulation price of all Bitcoin on the network. Clearly, just buy when price goes to or beneath this line, and you're going to nail every single Bitcoin bear market. I mean, if we take the Z-score of this, standardize the ratio between the underlying price and that realized price, again, just buy in the green zone. It's simple, it's obvious. But what if it wasn't? What if there's a chance, in fact, a fairly good chance, we actually don't reach it this cycle? Because one thing I noticed, rather than just looking at the MVRV Z-score, just the MVRV, the raw ratio between this cost basis, this average accumulation price of Bitcoin, and the underlying price, you can notice a pretty clear and obvious pattern. I'll just hide the price so we can just focus on the data. We can clearly see we're contracting, both in upside moves, the deviation above this cost basis, and to the downside. We're almost forming this wedge pattern in which the highs aren't quite as high, but the lows aren't quite as low. So I wondered if there was a way that we could kind of mathematically look at this rather than roughly drawing lines on the chart. So first and foremost, I thought it'd be best to look at this on a logarithmic scale. So if you do have a Bitcoin Magazine Pro site subscription, you gain access to loads of TradingView indicators, including the MVRV Z-score, which I've just removed the Z-score. This is just the MVRV. And again, if we just go to the weekly time frame, so it's a bit clearer. On a linear scale, again, you can kind of see this relationship, but it's not the clearest. If you go to a log scale, however, though, it seems to be that there's some undeniable trend in this data that seems to be somewhat consistent. So what I did is took all of this data, the raw data, again, CSV download from the site if you've got a site subscription. You can do this analysis yourself to replicate my finding. If we go over to Excel here, if we find statistically the line of best fit from all of the peaks and all of the troughs of all of Bitcoin's history, we can see it is pretty remarkably accurate. I mean, all the peaks, the double top in 2013 wasn't quite there. The most recent almost triple price action top didn't quite make it. But the other two peaks, including the initial 2011 bull market, wow, it absolutely nailed it. Following that, the Bitcoin bear markets, again, the two middle ones, 2015, 2018, not quite there, but within about 10%. But the other two bear market lows, pretty much spot on. But what is incredibly interesting is if we just zoom in to where we are, this green trend line, the statistical line of best fit through these Bitcoin MVRV troughs, it's actually just crossed above 1. Now, what does this mean? Well, when they're at parity, when Bitcoin's price reaches the realized price, or the realized cap, if you're looking at the market cap in terms of this data, that would be parity, 1-to-1. The fact that this is above 1 indicates that this trend line is pointing towards the fact Bitcoin is not going to reach parity. Therefore, it's not going to dip beneath that realized price. Now, what I can actually do is just move this to the side. Again, we have all of the data points, the anchors of the data, the underlying slopes, formulas, everything. So you can replicate your findings yourself. But if we just zoom in, we can see the latest MVRV score, 1.194. Just this data point here. The implied bottom, currently with today's data, keeping in mind this trend line is trending to the upside, is 1.005, above 1. And this is very recent. If we actually just scroll all the way to the bottom of the data, we can see it was only a few days ago. This was actually beneath 1, indicating that Bitcoin, according to this line of best fit through the MVRV ratio troughs, was likely going to dip beneath it. But the longer we're chopping on consolidating, the more people are accumulating Bitcoin at these levels. We're seeing that realized price trend line indicate that we're not going to dip beneath that level. And what we can do is almost work backwards. So we can see at parity, the realized price being $53,039 as I film this, Bitcoin to reach a 1 on the MVRV ratio would reach exactly this level. But the fact that this is above 1 indicates that this trend line is at $53,300. Now, I know $300 isn't a significant amount of discrepancy between these two valuations, but again, this is trending to the upside. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but in 2 previous cycles, if we look at the, bear market way back here in 2011. And if we look even to the 2022, our most recent comparable bear market, we actually dipped beneath this trend line. And you are right, we could definitely dip beneath it again. But throughout Bitcoin's entire history, there's been 17 days beneath this trend line. That is a 0.29% chance that we dip beneath it. Days above, because again, we can just work backwards again. How many days have we spent above this trend line? Only 9 days, 0.15% of all of Bitcoin's history. Now, if we were to reach that upper trend line currently, that's pointing towards $136,000. One thing you have to take into consideration is the realized price is changing every single day. Even if it's pointing towards the fact we won't dip beneath it and we may just be a few percent above it, currently this trend line, this realized price, is trending down. So even if Bitcoin remains stagnant right now, the realized price is trending down. So that MVRV score is actually shifting to the upside. So there is a chance we go into the mid $50,000 region, potentially even to just a few $100s above this. There's a chance we even spend a couple of days beneath this. But looking at the trend line, looking at the data, man, I think waiting for a $30,000 Bitcoin, a $40,000 Bitcoin is incredibly hopeful. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're going to go beneath that. We're going to go to the long-term holder realized price. Is this applicable to long-term holder realized price? The answer is maybe. We can also see, if we zoom in looking at the realized price, this is just looking at the cost basis or average accumulation price of Bitcoin's most long-term experienced holders. This is on track to cross $50,000 in just a week or two's time. So maybe those colliding will provide some confluence if we were to have some downside price action. But again, if you look throughout all of Bitcoin's history, we can see we dip beneath this long-term holder realized price. Are you telling me we're not going to get to that level? Well, even though it's not as clear and obvious, we can definitely still see a trend in this data. Now, granted, it's not quite as clean. If I connect the peaks on the long-term holder MVRV, it's very hard to find a way that they actually predict with a great deal of accuracy. We can see just looking at 2017 in the previous bull market, it wasn't a million miles away, but it wasn't quite there. Now, you do have to take into consideration with the long-term holder RV, it's taking into account Bitcoin from well over a decade ago. Bitcoin that very well may be lost and never recovered. So there is a little bit of trend here, but not so much. But it makes sense that Bitcoin, every single cycle from here and indefinitely, is going to cross beneath this realized price. Because once you take into consideration the millions of Bitcoin that is never going to be moved again, the millions of Bitcoin that is lost or that was accumulated at just a few dollars, it makes sense that every single dip beneath it is less severe. And it makes sense that an asset that has gone from a few pennies to well over $100,000 is likely going to see contracting volatility, and those early adopters are going to be rewarded. So do I think the Bitcoin price is going to dip beneath the realized price? Well, as I said, we've done it before, but we're talking about a 99.7+% chance that we don't. I mean, it's not exactly like that, but a 99.7% chance throughout any day within Bitcoin's history that we were above this trend line. To me, those odds just tell me that waiting for a price significantly beneath $50,000 is risky, to say the very least. But then again, if we look to an upside target, looking at the realized price, in the previous few cycles, we can see that this has gone from, say, $300 as Bitcoin started the bull market to over $5,000. In the previous market, from around $5,500 to when we peaked at $23,000. If we look to the realized price in the most recent cycle, started at $20,000 and now up to about $55,000. So potentially a 4x in the previous cycle and a 3x. If we even saw a 2x from these current prices, so just say a $53,000, $106,000, sorry. It's been a long few days. If we change the realized price to $106,000 and this trend line holds true, then a peak Bitcoin price could happen in the next cycle of $272,000. Now, keep in mind that trend line is also coming to the downside. So if we saw an implied peak of, say, 2.2, then this would move down to $233,000. But nevertheless, I think it's an interesting data point and something to take into consideration, that just because Bitcoin always goes beneath the realized price, yes, but to a significantly lesser degree every single cycle as Bitcoin is maturing, as more people are accumulating at considerably higher prices for an asset that's gone from a few $1 million to multiple trillions of dollars in size. It just makes sense that we're not going to continuously dip beneath this by 5, 10, 15, 20+%. And in fact, the data is pointing towards us potentially not even crossing beneath it at all this cycle. But as always, I'm sure many of you will disagree with me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you're going to go all in at the exact bottom at $37,400 on October the 6th. And sincerely, I hope you do. But if you did like this content, let me know in the comments below and on social media. If you didn't like this content, then again, you can laugh at me in a few months' time when you're inevitably right and the data is inevitably wrong. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.